the aspect of finding a mentor. And we would love to dive briefly into the ministry the Lord has committed into your hands, sir, which is the drama ministry. In the movie Abattoir, which myself and my family watched from season 1, episode 1, up to the current season and episode, which is season 5, episode 13, and still ongoing, we saw how babagbenro cared so much for Martin Zuro Soya. Please permit us to say that it is almost at the expense of taking care of Benro himself, not to talk of Mama Benro. Earlier in the movie, we do support Benro when he almost got neglected because of Martins, but not now that we don't even understand Benro anymore. So in the course of the movie, as God continued to grant babagbenro the needed strength, he continued to earn more mentees, especially by depopulating the kingdom of darkness, the members of the secret seers of the underworld and their families, and also everyone related to that deadliest cult group. So the type of mentorship that babagbenro displayed in that movie is very scarce, or better still, we can ask that, can we possibly find one in today's era?
Thank you very much for watching our movie from the very beginning to episode 13. Even me, I've just watched episode 13 a few hours ago, which means that you're doing a pretty job. We appreciate God in your life, and the Lord will reward you for following us.
Yes,
and the Lord will help you with the lessons you have learned from it. You see, what happens to babagbenro is passion. Is passion. When you find a new passion, you kind of limit your passion for the others. That's just the truth with Martins. Babagbenro found a new passion. Don't forget the kind of thing that Martin suffered, the history of Martins, how things happened to him, how terrible he was. And then making sure that such a person comes to Jesus is a big passion in the heart of babagbenro. But nonetheless, we should also be conscious of our families. I think a lot of good things happened in the life of babagbenro. A lot of wonderful testimonies, wonderful things happened. But I think it was lacking in this area. We discovered that earlier, like he said, that was in serious display. But as time goes on, exactly with the correction of Mama Benro, it changed. Go and check. It changed. There was even a point that he knelt down, crying for Benro to come to Jesus. So he has the passion for the two. But like I said, when you have an initial passion, you tend to pursue that passion very rigorously. And if you don't take time, you may be at the negligence of the other people that have been there. So I believe that it's not as if babagbenro is neglecting the son, no. But in a way, it was a little bit slack because of the passion for Benro. And I must be quick to have this too, that babagbenro, any person he finds, he quickly wants to throw his passion and attention to the person. What do you say about Clara? Look at the way he actually loved Clara initially. What do you talk about Dele? All these people, he loved them very strongly. Look at Akin. Akin that he does not know from the blues. He just came. He threw all his passion towards him. And your last question on that is, can we find somebody like that. Hey, and that is what Bible wants us to know. That is the typification of what Jesus wants our lives to be, especially as leaders. We should give our time, our attention, our focus to everybody. I must also be quick to add this. You will notice, you discover, thank God you have watched it to the last episode that we have just done. You will notice that babagbenro has this strong, repeat passion for the souls of men, notwithstanding who the person may be. Look at the way he took care of Chief Rosanya in his own house. He, not minding that Martins is in the house, he also kept him in the house and took very proper care of him until he led him to Christ. Look at Rambo, who was almost at the verge of shooting him, yet he still showed Rambo love. So we can still find that in people. But unfortunately, how many people? Only few have given their attention, their passion, their love, their drive to the salvation of souls.